All right, Ron, I think you're the only one who didn't go, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, what you got? I think we got general black culture and we did music, right? Yeah, we definitely did music.
Yeah, we did music. All right.
Want to go with Gen Black culture?
Yeah, Gen Black culture.
All right. Go with this is a good one.
It's what this is the first time we're doing it without the full arcade tokens, and we usually throw each other under the bus while we wait for these. So this is rough.
Oh, I'll throw myself under the bus. All right. I hope I don't get flack for this, but I really don't care. Fuck Chicago and New York.
What? What? Holy shit! The whole thing.
The whole city.
The whole thing.
Completely with Chicago, New York. Yeah, I'm over New York.
It's cold. It stinks. There's no parking.
Yeah.
The people are mean. I'm not getting on a fucking subway. Fuck the L train. Fuck the cabs. How about you be a real place with houses and parking lots, please? That'd be great. I'm not a fucking camel. I'm not walking everywhere for all time. Get rid of these fucking rats. I don't need your fucking accents. Oh, the fucking shut up. You sound like a character in a Irish movie. Chicago, it's cold. It's not that cool. The food's all right. Deep dish is overrated. But sure. I mean, fine. I get it. But whatever.
That nigga said fuck Chicago and New York.
Every time I play New York, I spend the first 5 minutes giving them hell about their city. New York always feel like they're at the forefront of everything, technology-wise, but they put their trash bags on the street. Like,
yeah.
What is that? What in the whole city state? It just the whole man. The reason you think it's the city of bright lights is because the lights are up. If you look down, you see nothing but trash and potholes. I'm with Ron 100%.
New York, I had a thick disdain for my first couple trips and I went, New Year's Eve ball drop, trash. It was super trash. I went like 3 or 4 times. I was like, you guys, I don't get it. I'm over. And then I went to New York and hung with New Yorkers and just did New York shit. And now I love New York. But out the gate,
what
for sure. It's its own country. You can do way more stuff than you can do anywhere else in New York. It's not going to be clean, but you can do it. You know what I mean? It's not.
Ryan, something happened to your audio. You kind of sound weird.
And then I got some pussy in New York. Getting pussy in the city really it kind of helps.
That's fair.
You walk out fair. Like, I love this city.
Hey.
I don't care where you go in the world. If you get some sex there, then it's always a better trip.
I went to the first 5 or 6 times I went to New York. It was all Manhattan, and it was cool. I liked it. Like I kind of didn't get it. It wasn't until I went to Queens and saw the community of New York. That's dope. When you see everybody knows each other, everybody goes to the same store, all that stuff.
Yeah.
The layout. That's when I really was like, yo, this city is dope.
How you feel about Queens is how I feel about Harlem.
It's the same. Harlem did the same thing. Yeah. Once you really see the community part of it, as opposed to Times Square and all the stuff that's really for tourists.
That's just
I don't like places that request money from you so much. Like, to go from one borough to the next, you got to use a fucking bridge and it costs $13 to go 3 fucking miles. Suck my dick. I'm not doing this shit. I'll walk to that motherfucker. But you can't, to get from one place to another place, and it's just 5 miles. It's like a $45 Uber. This place ain't that fucking dope. Somebody better be sucking my dick on the way over there. Fuck that. And I feel that same way for Chicago. It's get over yourself. There ain't nothing that dope in this world that costs that much money to do something that fucking simple. It's stupid. It's the only place where it's dumb to own personal transportation. Do you know how stupid of a city you gotta be to say, no, you shouldn't be able to move around by your lonesome? public transit. That's our shit. Get the fuck out of here. Where's my car at? Fuck it.
There's no way the blasphemy that's about to pop up
You're gonna be able to top that. I can't. I'm trying.
Ron's disdain for 2 whole cities.
He just said it as a lump sum, like fuck Chicago and New York, like
the whole thing.
Niggas had babies, had families, fell in love in these cities. Like niggas had whole lives in these cities.
Do you realize you can never just be in New York? Like there ain't nowhere to just sit or pull your car over and just chill out. You always walking. You always gotta be going somewhere. That's a city that never moves.
Never stops.
Nobody has a backyard. Where the fuck you play catch at? In the street?
Where you play catch at?
Brooklyn, motherfucker. Where's the grass?
That's when Ron got out the plane saying, hey, where you play catch at in this bitch?
Where do you do that?
I don't know.
Oh,
I get it, but no.
All right.
Wow.
Ryan, where you at?
I'm here, but I'm thinking my sound is fucked up.
No, you
No, it's bad. I mean, it's better now.
You're fine now.
Oh,
Whatever
okay.
you did, you fixed it.
Yeah, you good.
All right, we got what we got.
Okay, y'all ready?
Yeah, no, yeah. I stopped talking because I was like, I don't want to fuck up the conversation, but I'm with it. I'm with it. New York, they lying about how good their pizza is and everything. Fuck all that shit.
Pizza is good. The pizza is good.
No. The pizza's good at 3 o'clock in the morning. I agree. I've never had fresh slices of pizza at 3 o'clock in the morning anywhere else.
This is good.
Solo. But nigga, it's coming off of a trash can lid. Like niggas cooking it. Like niggas
This
like,
done.
yo.
This show's about to be ripped off the internet.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I can't. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Okay, I usually get thrown in the crosshairs for stuff like this.
You do?
Yeah.
Right.
Air Jordans
are way overrated. Yes, all of them.
Every single one of them.
Now, let us see here. I think, let's see, Pat, how do you feel about Jordans? Do you own any?
I'm always the number one suspect for this. Not a big fan of Jordans, although I did buy, this is so embarrassing. The only pair that I ever had, my brother brought me some retro ones, but in high school, I got the Carmelo ones that he got, and I wore them in PE.
Huh.
Had a
Okay.
1.5s. Yeah.
Okay. BT, what's the last pair of expensive shoes you've bought?
The last pair of expensive shoes I bought are I paid $125 for some Giannis's, but they was really for working out.
Yeah.
Giannis's, very out there. Very out there.
Yeah, the Nike Greek Freaks, not bad.
Oh, the last expensive shoes I bought were Kobe's.
Okay.
I bought some Kobe's. They were like 185, 195, something like that.
Okay,
No, I lied.
Brother Ryan.
They were $225.
Yes, sir.
Oh wow, Brother Ryan, how many pair of Jordans do you own?
Probably 12.
Damn.
Probably 12.
Don't let that make him out of the hot water, though, because he'll say some stuff like that and be like, I don't like any of them.
Right.
I'm aware.
Brian just
I'm
like
aware.
a first nigga in general, so it ain't no telling with him.
Listen, I don't know how I feel about Jordans, honestly. I was poor my whole life, and then I got money, and I was told that's what you do when you get it. So I got Jordans, nigga. Like,
I really feel like I've had this conversation before. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go off on a limb and say this is BT.
it sounds like some BT shit, right?
But
Yeah.
you think out of all these things that I would be 3 of them?
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna accuse BT. BT, was it you, brother?
Jordans are trash, bro. So look, man.
Yeah. See,
All of
and
them.
I'll tell you why I fucking knew. Because this nigga bought Big Baller Brand. If you buy Big Baller Brand, you don't give a fuck about no damn Jordans.
Now, everybody, the concept that everybody gets Jordans. First of all, Jordans are uncomfortable. We can start there. They're super uncomfortable. Huaraches are way more comfortable. Fucking Prestos
as a fat nigga, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Jordans are way more comfortable than Huaraches. All right, fat niggas can't wear Huaraches, nigga.
Yeah, you can. They're like
shoes get skinny at the front. You'll lose your whole pinky toe, nigga. It's dead.
No.
Dead.
Prestos are way more comfortable. The only thing less comfortable than a Jordan might be a foam posit. Jordans are great for the color wave, but they're dumbass over. Who just in any other situation, who would want something that everybody else had on? That don't even make sense. Niggas don't want to wear uniforms to school.
Says the nigga with a black t-shirt on.
It's a crew neck though. Yeah, nigga,
I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm not really equipped to argue either way. I don't think I own any Jordans. Overrated? I'm not sure, because I mean, obviously, you buy the Jordans for the namesake. It's like, here's my fucking token of I'm the shit. You know, it's like it's a staple saying I'm the shit. All shoes is like relatively uncomfortable. If you want comfort, nigga, wear some Uggs or some Crocs. But Jordans, if you wear some Jordans, that's you say I'm the shit.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to say this. Listen, I don't like Michael Jordan. I grew up a Duke basketball fan. Don't really care for Tar Heel niggas. Didn't really care for his, I'm super pro-black. Don't really care for a lot of his stances when it comes to the black community.
And there's that.
Yeah, niggas getting shot over shoes and he never cared.
Then there's that.
Yeah. So I had every reason not to buy Jordans. And then I would go to the shoe store and be like, these shoes are they just look better and they just look better and they are made better than most shoes. They just are, dude. When you look at them on the shelf, they just are what they are. Now I'm gonna tell you this, if you can't dress, Jordans are great too. If you can't dress, niggas just throw the Jordans on. Niggas forgive whatever the outfit is.
I'm sick of that.
I'm gonna give a pass to, I'm gonna say marketing, because when you walk into any shoe store, the Jordans have their own fucking section, right? So it's like J's and everything else. Because if you like, I need some shoes to go with this fit specifically. The J's, they gonna have them. They gonna have the color, like, because I struggle with this every time. Like, I'm not buying no fucking Jordans. I've never bought a pair of Jordans in my life. I have one pair and the nigga gave them to me and I won't wear them bitches. Them niggas, them motherfuckers is tucked up under some other shit. What
size are they?
They like a 12, 13. Yeah, I wear like a 12 and a half, 13. But like the Yeezys are like whoa, nigga, you got a shoe, nigga. Like the pennies. The big baller brands. I was like, this is a way better flex, nigga. I was like, nigga, nobody's gonna have these. I'd rather have the shoes that nobody has than about that everybody got on.
He said you're right about that.
See, that's what we differ. Because I don't really hang around Jordan wearing niggas, because I'm the nigga in the group. So usually I am the only person with the shoes on.
Would you let another nigga who wears Jordans into your group, or you like, nah, we feel
I'm not a big fan of doing that. Like, I would be usually hanging out. It would be like, let's say the distance, the social distancing show.
Yeah,
I would be the only one there with like obvious Jordans other than CP.
Yep.
Like,
other than CP.
Everybody else there, even if they're Jordans, they're like ones. They're like Jordan ones where the Nike check is really what you're selling. You don't really see the Jumpman on it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I would have the padded leather joints though.
You know what's crazy is I feel a way about every nigga that says he's a shoe person. Like, I'm a sneakerhead, because I'm not a sneakerhead. But for sneakerheads, when they try to flex with Jordans, I'm like, nigga, they J's, nigga. Everybody got J's, bro. Like,
yeah,
that's part of what make them trash. Like, nigga, everybody has them, fam.
I'm not a sneakerhead.
And niggas get mad at you for wearing the Jumpmans. Nigga, I tried to help this little pussy ass nigga.
I got like 11 pairs of Jordans. I got like 10 pairs of Air Force Ones, 6
Air Force Ones, classic shoes.
Yeah, 6 pairs of wheat Timberland boots. Like,
butters.
I like what I like.
Any of that. I'm not a shoe
I
guy.
like it. I'm getting it over and over and over and over. I'm not. It's not an array of shoes. Yeah, the Nike slides. Yeah,
I'm all about the slide life.
Now those are comfortable.
I love slides.
I
thing.
want to say it was. I was talking to the homie the other day, and he had like all the color waves of the Prestos. I think that's my new shoe. Prestos are hella comfortable. I was like, nigga, this is a fucking shoe. I was excited about my Huaraches. I was excited about the Prestos. Everything else, I'm like.
Now I give you this. When you said Jordans are uncomfortable, I have a couple pair of Jordans that are just super comfortable. But I got some that I don't even wear, nigga, because like you said, feel like my foot gonna fall off, nigga. I was like, what is this? Yeah, I was like, this diabetes is early.
I got me a nice pair of FUBUs that are pretty comfortable, and I wear them proudly because hey, especially now everything's buy black. It don't get no blacker than FUBU shoes from Walmart, so you know. There's that.
Yeah, dude. Nigga,
they look nice.
Shaq, nigga. Shaq is black. Shaq is hella black. You can get that from Walmart.
Nigga, hey, Pat, I didn't get the big baller brands, the Lonzos. No. I went and got the special edition LaMelos. Like before, this nigga was still in high school when I bought these shoes. I was like, nigga, these are.
I don't know what those are.
They're
but didn't they cost like $500?
That's how crazy his shoe is. He bought the shoe of a nigga that's not even in the NBA.
Yeah, not even in the league yet.
Not even in the league, nigga. The cotton candies.
No, but listen, when he bought them, there was no guarantee he was going to the league.
He was like 17.
He didn't buy a basketball player's shoe. He bought a nigga who plays basketball shoe.
That's buying black. That's buying black.
That's unreal.
Yeah, he bought a 16-year-old shoe.
We don't know yet, man. But
we don't know yet.
One day.
He plays for the Hamilton Yankees.
No, how much was those shoes?
Pat, he played for Chino Hills. He played for Chino Hills at this time. Chino Hills High School.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You can't buy blacker than that.
How much was those shoes, BT?
They were $500.
Wow. Yeah, that's outrageous.
Hey, but listen,
I'm trying to Michael Jordan.
Nigga goes to the Hall of Fame though. How much those shoes would be worth?
Very true.
Nigga, nothing. I'll be wearing the fuck out of them.
Well, wear them bitches out.
Better be for $500. Damn.
I should have bought 2 pair.
That's hilarious. You just bought from a black dad. You just said these are my son's shoes.
You're right.
He's not.
Wow.
That is hilarious. He wasn't even in the college league, right? He was in high school.
No, he was in high school. He was driving a Lambo because niggas like BT bought them shoes, and he was driving a Lambo after high school.
He was driving a Lambo.
Sure, they're cool.
Yeah, in high school.
He had a Lamborghini in high school.
I like the shoes. I was like, okay, first of all, I'm a Lakers fan. I like the shoes. I'm buying black, and nobody's gonna have these. And when I wear them, niggas are like, nigga, what? Nigga, it ain't. I don't know. Like,
they are $250. They look like Jordans. They even got Jumpmans on them, but I guarantee you they're my shoe. You care to buy them off of me? That would be great. Buy black.
If the colorway is right, I'll buy the motherfucker.
That's hilarious. You might have just started a whole other business.
Tell me what color.
Nigga, 1-on-1s, baby.
Hey, BT, buy my football jersey.
Right.
The color. If I got some sneakers to match, nigga, I'd be like, oh no, this is a Pat Cloud, nigga.
That's a whole other business. You might have just invented a whole new business.
Hey, a Pat Cloud jersey with the clouds in the numbers. Oh, nigga, that
now we think crazy. Like, what team he play for? He doesn't even play the sport.
Yeah.
He don't even watch football.
He's not even good at the sport you're looking at.
Hey,
I hate an NBA Live, and he's a gamer.
I can't stand some of my fans that overlap with Pat, like Pat McLeod. Well, Pat Cloud. Why I call you McLeod? Pat Cloud.
Box McLeod.
Yo, because they'll be like Ryan. You're so funny. But have you seen Pat? Oh, I love Pat. He's so funny. And so I be like, yo, I didn't start talking to you to hear you gush up.
Have you seen Pat? That's hilarious.
They love this nigga, yo. Like,
yeah, man.
Yeah, I've run into that myself.
Yeah.
Don't sound so rough around.
Don't read the comments if you're in a video with Pat. It's just going to be full of, oh, he's so dreamy. Get the fuck out of here, you thirsty bitch. Nobody give a fuck.
Come on.
Ooh, I love a man with locks. Nobody give a fuck what you like, bitch. Like the video and get the fuck on.
Yo,
But you know,
So
comes with it.
I'll do a video for All Deaf or something like that, and they'll be like, "Oh, you did All Deaf? Have you met Pat Cloud?" I was like, "Hey, what? Have you met?
Meet these nuts, bitch."
I'm like, "Bitch, I'm famous too. All right, and hey, he met me."
He met me.
I did meet Ryan. I'll never forget. We flew Ryan out to do a video, and the video was a phone react video. Like, we flew him out, and he walked into the room, and we were like, "Hey, what's going on? What's up, Ryan?" He was like, "Nigga, what? Ain't this for a movie?" We were like, "Yep."
Do you think?
Hey, you ever hate on somebody and you just wish that you could have something? I was like, man, they love Pat so much, and he always seems like the coolest guy. I was like, when I meet him though, he probably gonna be like mad weird. You meet him and he's way cooler than the videos even suggest. Like, you hang out with him, you like, man, he's so accommodating. He's like, you want to know anything? I was like, dude, stop being fucking cool. I can say something bad about you, nigga. That's why I'm glad he hasn't watched New Jack City. Thank you for giving me that.
And he don't like ribs.
Yeah, and he don't like ribs. I'm so
Wait, Ryan, you got to bring that up anytime somebody start going ham about him again. You be warning your fans. You like, you know that nigga don't like ribs. You know, you know that, right? That nigga don't fuck with ribs.
You know Patrick Cloud? You talking about Patrick that don't like ribs?
Pork ribs, beef ribs, it don't matter. He don't fuck with them.
Yeah, he said when Jesus said, you know, if a woman made from rib, he don't fuck with you.
That's what the show. That's what the whole point of the show is, to find the fucked up stuff about us that we don't.
Yeah.
Well, so far I haven't said anything bad, so I'm in good shape.
Did you say fuck Chicago and New York?
This is the worst shit today.
But I wasn't wrong.
Hey,
what I said was right.
I messed up and chose movie. I should have chose like the other one and let movie come up, because I put a bunch of movie ones up. If I had said my movie shit, would have went up, niggas would have went crazy.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey, Khadeem, we have like a bunch left, right?
We do have a few left, yes.
Okay, what I want to do is I just want to have this group back on the show again. So
Perfect.
Let's instead of going back around, just think of some more in the next few weeks or something, and just like at some point we'll collect them again, and let's just run it back, because this is hilarious. This was by far the most blasphemous episode. Like, it's not even close.
Hey, you know what the funny part is? I'm like, we're about to leave, and I'm thinking, damn, I really did say Chris Brown is better than Stevie Wonder.
Already.
Very outrageous.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now, Pat. I was like, oh, I really said that shit.
Bro, once it's on the internet,
I might have reached on that one.
Yeah, you think you're worried about these Patrick comments? Those are gone. It's all gonna be about this shit. That shit is done. It's all gonna be about this. Chris Brown,
Hey.
Little baby in their bag.
You gotta take a double take. I was gonna type some Beyonce shit, then I was like, I don't need that smoke. I mean, I feel it, but I don't need the smoke. So
we've done.
I'm just
Beyonce
not even gonna put it
on
out there,
Bro.
I don't want it. I don't need it.
Ryan, why you keep walking out of this like you think it's all good? You said fuck Chicago.
I don't stand by that shit, nigga. And I mean that. That's okay.
Mind you, if like let's say this comes out and then Ron blows up from it, now he can't tour in New York or Chicago. It's like two of the three major markets in the country.
This whole front row of Chicago's gonna be like this.
I'll tell you. Look,
Say something.
I've been to both, And the people there, especially the black people are people everywhere. But as a city, fucking horrible. They have to agree with that. You cannot drive a car, nigga. That's not cool.
Where nigga Pat? If
that's not okay. There's rats everywhere. That's not all right.
Yeah, of course it'd be you niggas. So like you niggas that y'all would kill me.
The people there are fine. The place awful. They fucked up the fucking.
The Laugh Factory was riddled with bullets last night.
Listen, man.
I can just picture Ron going, man, come on, man, don't do this. He was like, yeah, you scared to die. He was like, nah, I don't want to die in Chicago.
Anywhere but here.
Give me some more. Drive me to Schaumburg.
They're gonna tie you up and make you eat Ben's chili.
I'm gonna tell you how bad New York and Chicago is, right? When you look at a rap video shot in either one of those cities, does it look fun? Watch a Wu-Tang Clan video. It's like, what the
That's
fuck?
Staten Island. That ain't New York.
Outside. What? All that shit's the same.
That nigga said it looks post-apocalyptic.
Graffiti and subways and it's just Armageddon, nigga. Where's the sun at? Why y'all all got these long ass coats on and jackets and eating fucking boiled eggs? What the fuck? Nothing's happy there. Hey, love Wu-Tang, but
who's eating boiled eggs in a rap video?
Yo, I died.
Fucking Heavy D.
He was like, niggas on the side eating boiled eggs. I was like, this nigga wildin', bro.
They do that. They do that. Salt and pepper eggs, man. Going to a bodega and just, it's always three things there. Fuck that shit. And I'm not wrong. So, whatever, man.
And I'm not wrong.
What fun video took place in New York? Name one. One fun rap video in New York where they were having a ball.
112 and Biggie.
Where was that?
In New York.
On set. That's what it was.
That was in a mansion, wasn't it?
What about Dave Chappelle's block party?
That shit was in the street. That's not as fun as a field. Get the fuck out of here. That's the only thing Chappelle did that didn't take off. Why? Right? Because it was shot in New York.
Oh my. I'm saying Ron, we don't need to put anything up there for Ron. I think Ron already has done enough.
New York is famous for having a crowd that's prepared to boo you. How fucking aggressive is that? It's the only place where niggas go to fight against a group of people that hate you. That's not okay, people. That's not okay. I'm not with that.
Oh my God. The tirade. The tirade.
But sure, hey, go there. The city of whatever the fuck.
I've always felt like both of those cities was mad overrated. I like cities that's nowhere near that population. Like Austin, Texas is great.
Fire,
you know,
great. Texas as a state, wonderful. All of my favorite people come from Texas. Beyonce, fucking Erykah Badu, Meg Thee Stallion. New York, Chicago. Chicago is trying to be New York. Why would you try to be such a fucking weird and expensive place?
There's not a place you're gonna say that people, when they're from there, they don't say it more than New York or Chicago.
The thing, New York, there's this arrogance about New York people that make me laugh. Like, they come to the South. They used to come down to the South all the time, be like, nigga, I'm from New York, and get beat up. They be like, oh, you niggas in the South are mad slow, but they'd have the worst grades. Like, they would just, I didn't understand it. I didn't like, why do you think you're a better person because the dirt you used to walk on? There's no personal, like.
They never walked on dirt. There's no fucking soil in New York. It's nothing but concrete and rat shit.
Yeah.
That's not real. That's a bad place.
They'll be like, man, a lot of great people come from New York. It's 10 million of you motherfuckers. Math in general, when you're talking percentages, If I'm from a place of 80,000 people and you're from a place of 10 million people, more people of like some significant stature would come from where you come from.
I am willing to judge
because you're from New York and your fans is awful and you've come down here and flunked. That's what I
am willing to jump on the stake of the New York state of mind. I do not like that shit at all.
None.
People like being in Houston, like I remember like comics would come in, like there's a stigma that comedians from New York are better. That's not true. You could do more rooms in New York, so doing more comedy will help you be better at comedy. Okay?
Nah,
but
no.
your rationale for like they'd be like, well, I could do a Jamaican room and I could do this. Like, nigga, you're never gonna do a Jamaican room unless you're in New York. Like, because they think that you know what they talking about because they from New York. It's like, nigga, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Yeah, nigga, you know, and then you got to get on the subway. Like, no, we don't. We have cars here, bro. We never.
Nigga, I've seen nobody bomb more in comedy than New York niggas. So in my
they be local and thinking they not local.
Yes,
I'll say this.
Their comedy is mad local, nigga. Ain't no pigeons are not everywhere.
Right.
Subways are not everywhere.
Right.
Bodegas are not everywhere. Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, and Jamaicans are not everywhere.
We got Mexicans everywhere. No,
I will say this. Some of the best people in entertainment have come out of New York. So New York definitely does
and
something
Chicago.
to a person. And Chicago. Some of the best. I think it's something that New York does to you, man.
In any place, a lot of people.
I think it's something about the hardness of living in such shitty fucking cities. It makes you a great entertainer. Some of the best comedians come from New York and Chicago. Some of the best singers and rappers come from New York and Chicago.
I'd be willing to say yes, but. And the argument that T.I. has been having about the 50 Cent thing, in the essence that, no, nigga, they also got the biggest media conglomerate behind them as well.
Sure, yeah, that's also true.
If 50 would have been born anywhere else, the nigga would be Nelly.
This is some truth to that.
I was like, I get what you're saying because you got New York behind you. It feels a different way. And mind you, it took me a while, but now I love New York. But first going, I was like, this shit is.
I don't have.
It's not fun.
I think New York is great for like 2 days. Like, oh man, you get there first 2 days, you get to really be in it. It's great because you get to try. Oh man, some of the food is genuine. You're getting this food from the culture that this food comes from.
Right.
All right. Like if you could get authentic in New York everywhere, that is unlike many other places.
You can shoot with at 4 a.m.
Yeah, for sure. But you're gonna have to step over some rats. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to ignore the smell outside.
Do the sun even come out in New York?
In Harlem.
Okay, because I've never seen it anywhere in New York except for Harlem. No, it looked like fucking London in New York all the time, except for when I was in Harlem. And Brooklyn. One time I was in Brooklyn, the sun was out. Every other time I've been in New York, it's like, I'm with BT. New York is like all downtown. Imagine living somewhere and it's only downtown. You can never go downtown because that's the whole fucking town. Nothing but buildings. We have downtowns in city because you go in, you have your fun, and you go back to real life. New York, all downtown.
Ain't no trees.
Where's the fucking the water in New York? If you swim in it, you die. That's not good. You swim in New York water, you die. But that's not okay.
But what about Spider-Man and Daredevil?
You know what? Fuck them.
Nigga.
Fuck them.
Superheroes to clean up all the crap.
That's why so many superheroes in New York is like, y'all need some help.
Because there's so much crime. We could use a fucking Spider-Man in Detroit. He could turn the whole city around, but he's sticking in New York, which is crime riddled.
Yeah.
It's just never gonna. Fucking New York has Batman, Daredevil, Spider-Man.
Oh, he's based off of New York.
Yo,
take some of that shit elsewhere.
How bad does your city have to be that someone with superpowers never get time to leave?
What a horrible place.
Never has time to leave.
Spider-Man got the mask on, smoking a cigarette. These niggas stressing me the fuck out.
What a horrible place.
Hey, yo, New York is
Niggas
so
stole my
crowded.
whip the other day, motherfucker.
New York is so crowded and noisy that Daredevil has the upper hand by being blind.
Yeah, dog.
Oh,
But hey, the people, great. Some of the food, great. The comics, the rappers, I mean, Jay-Z, Jerry Seinfeld, all that shit, great. But the structure
Rock,
of
Eddie
the
Murphy.
city and the expensiveness, Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy, all that shit, it's great. But man, the fact that it costs $1,000 to have a shared room and a fucking closet, do you think that's okay, New York? You that's cool to you?
I think
it's not cool. It's not okay.
I think I'd enjoy New York more if I had more money. I think that's easily. I feel like that about a lot of things. Like I don't have enough money to really enjoy this.
I want to go ahead and let you know. No. Nah, that's not. I thought so too. I went before money and I went after money. Same experience, except because when you think you upgrade, this is the thing. Like I upgraded hotels. The lobby's nicer. The room is just as small, nigga. Like
you paid for a better lobby?
Yeah, I got a better lobby, nigga. The room still be mad small. The sheets are a little better. The plumbing is still trash. Everything is like, it's so old, you can tell. Like New York hadn't had any like remodeling in Lord knows how long. Like, oh my God. Like when you flush the toilet or turn on the shower, you can hear the pipe shaking behind the wall. Like, and this is supposed to be the most advanced city we got. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Like, I be laughing. Like, people in New York, I love that y'all have culture. It is great. Like, y'all, you benefit from that there's so many cultures, so many things you can experience, so many different type of people you can learn. It's literally like traveling without going anywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they don't even think that's the benefit. They don't even talk, when you talk to a New Yorker, they never mention that, which is the only thing valuable that they have. Like, it's the only
New
thing
York is the furthest thing from real life. Like everything that you would think life is supposed to be, enjoying nature and being secluded and then coming together and all this. It's just none of that. It's like, how about you can't be
in New York? There's a huge togetherness in New York, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying being apart and coming together. You can't come together in New York because you're always together. There's nowhere to be in New York and you can walk around naked. Somebody can see you any and everywhere. You can't have a house in New York. You got a fucking brownstone at best. Like at best. Now, New York, the state, of course, you can go somewhere, but the city and them fucking little boroughs, no, I'll pass.
And fat niggas.
The hands.
I don't know how any fat nigga lives in New York. The doorways are for children. The hallways are for children. Like,
oh my God.
Stop pretending that they have the adequate space. If you live in New York, I'm not giving you credit for you're overpaying. Like I overpay in LA, but even then I don't feel like I'm getting shitted like I would be getting shitted in New York.
Yeah.
Nigga, I paid like $400 a night for a hotel in New York and I was sleeping on the bed in the bathroom.
The bed in the bathroom?
It was both. I was on the bed, but in the bathroom, nigga. Like it was no space. And I mean, this hotel was nice. It was nice in the lobby. And but I'm telling you,
I don't think it's fair to compare the two cities at all. LA is substantially like a better layout of a city than
it's way better. Way better.
With that being said, LA's downtown is probably some bullshit, but like
there's space.
Probably.
Yeah, it's
fair.
It's actually the worst part of the city.
It's the worst part of the city. Exactly.
That's funny. It's the worst part of the city, and that is like the New York part of the city. But just for the record, you know, obviously this is a very blasphemous show. I like New York. I've never been to Chicago, but I actually enjoy New York. But I've never been.
What do you? No, you don't. No, you don't.
I love.
I promise you, you don't. What do you enjoy?
I've been one time during the summer, and that was ass. I couldn't do it. It gets so
When
hot.
did you enjoy New York, Pat?
I enjoyed the last few times I was out there, actually.
What did you enjoy?
I definitely enjoy. I actually enjoy the walking around just because it's different, not necessary. It's different.
Get a treadmill, nigga. You don't need to do that in a city.
Yo, I went to a restaurant in New York.
Nigga.
I went to a restaurant in New York that was smaller than my bedroom. Like, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's like people think that, making something out of literal nothing is something to be proud of, and it's not. Nigga, move and have something for real. Why stay in a place and make something out of nothing when you could go somewhere else and actually have something? It's a weird way of thinking to me.
The access, I'm gonna tell you one of the things that people like is, even with all that shit, is like I like New York now because I understand the access to shit when it's access. Like LA closes. Like there's a point in time it's like, all right, nigga, everybody go home. We kind of done. In New York, you could go do hella comedy, hang out, meet some chicks, and it's 4 a.m. and I can still go get fresh seafood from El Porto's in like Harlem on 125th. It's like fresh, like crab.
That's not okay.
This can't exist anywhere else.
I don't understand that if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. No, everything is set up for you to not lose in New York.
The mic thing happened again.
Oh, okay, hold on a second.
Yeah, 1 second.
Just mute and unmute, I think.
Is that better?
Wow.
No. I can hear you though, and I'll tell you this much, man. It's like a city should close at some point. Like at some point, even if it's one time a week, it closes down.
Did you remember?
But there's no relaxation. It's just nonstop. Everything is happening. You walking down the street, niggas trying to sell you socks. You go home, people shooting. No, you got to take a break, New York. Like at some point, it should be National Break Day or fucking something.
Hey, I would say this. Remember how long when this whole quarantine thing popped off? How long was it? Was it like since like 1916 since the last time they cleaned the subways or something like that? It was something stupid. It was a stupid number. 16? I gotta check the number. But it's something dumb since the last time they
waited 100 years to clean up.
Clean the damn.
That's so big.
Yeah.
I had to switch to another phone. All right, so
you sound way better.
Yeah, it's
yeah. I can't even remember what I was saying. I just hate that.
No,
city,
I was just saying like the experience of New York. Like,
oh yeah, no, the whole if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere type thing. Like if it's a lot harder to sell product in a place with 10,000 people than it is where 10 million people are.
Right.
It's like everything is set up for you to win. What are you talking about? Like it's a lot harder. Like girls will deal with the fact that you have limited space to have sex or living in minimum space. If you're from where I'm from, it's a lot harder to fuck a bitch if you ain't got your place. That your place ain't together. It's so much easier because the expectations are so fucking low and there's so much opportunity.
But there's a lot of people, which means that there's fewer jobs for that advancement.
There's few jobs everywhere. There's few jobs everywhere.
Here's the
if
number.
Anything, if you're a drug dealer and you're not getting money in New York, where it's like so many people fucking there, it doesn't make any sense. That are living in filth, that probably need drugs to get out of their regular life. If you're not making any money there, then you just trash. You can't get it nowhere else. You can't get it in Mississippi. Like
there's no feel-good stories told about New York or Chicago. All of the stories that take place in Detroit is some type of crime drama. It's like, do you niggas ever have happiness here? The happiest thing that ever happened in New York was a Spike Lee film.
Friends.
Hitch.
Oh, you mean the depiction of New York where no niggas existed?
Yeah. No, I'm saying that's their
fantasy
their
world
idea
of New
New York. That's their idea of happy
exactly.
New York.
Hitch was happy.
Unreal New York.
Hitch with Will Smith and what's his face?
Yeah.
Was that in New York?
James.
Kevin James. Yeah.
You know what? You're right. But you know what? That movie almost don't feel like New York. I forgot that was shot in New York because these niggas was always somewhere else. It was riding jet skis and fucking being on boats. They was never in the city. They was in the water. Like, that's why that was enjoyable.
And that was one scene where they went over.
No, that was two different scenes.
Huh?
No, that was two different scenes. When
the boat at
Kevin
the
James
end
and Allegra
and the jet
were on
ski is a different. It's in the beginning when first date.
Yeah, but they went to.
They was always out.
But you can always be out in New York.
Yeah, New York. But that's enough. That's why I don't get the if you can make it here, you can get. There's always something that the only struggle in New York, truly the only struggle in New York is that there's so many people. Therefore, if you really want to be there, you got to fight to be there. But you're fighting to be there. You're not fighting to survive. The money that you make in New York, you can take that minimum wage job that you have in New York, transfer it to somewhere else, and live okay. But you rather struggle because you want pizza at 3 a.m. or you love living in cramped spaces and sharing, being 10 people to a 2-bedroom apartment. Whatever.
You love living in shoeboxes. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, you love that. Like,
so
stop trying to gas it like it's something else, nigga. Just tell the truth.
The subway system finally shut down on May 6th, 2020 of this year, and that was the first time in 115 years to clean it.
Why would you touch anything on that subway after hearing that?
In 15 years.
Why though? That's wild. Why? They
never stop. The city doesn't stop. So
Right.
It's just they keep running.
The first deliberate shutdown of the New York City subway system in 115 years.
That nigga had a powdered wig on when he was cleaning. That nigga was, hear ye, this is dirty.
That shit, it's just too expensive. It's too many people, and that's my gripe. I'm not a fan of places.
I have. It's pretty cool.
No, you know what? Actually, I've been spent twice in New York. So I've got anti-pussy in New York. That's probably also why I don't fuck with it.
What's anti?
So if I go to New York next time,
what's
anti-pussy is I went to fuck and a bitch said no, or just spent me, or just left me out to dry.
Said no. That's weird. Weird way to put it.
They didn't come by. They lied. Whatever it is, it's like, hey, I'm gonna get that monkey off of you, and then it was like, psych, I'm just playing. What you say?
It seems like they didn't want to have sex with you. You made it seem like it was like a transaction, like your coupon didn't go through or something.
No.
You made it seem like such a business thing.
Let's not get crazy.
That sucks.
Let's not get crazy here. What I mean is, the goal was to fuck, and fucking didn't happen. Now, if I was just trying to fuck and I just was not able to fuck, that's different. But if a girl say, bring that dick over, I bring it over, and they change their mind, that's anti-pussy. So I got spent in New York twice. Fuck that shit.
No,
and then to get the bitch over, to get her over, I Ubered her from Jersey. That's a $45 Uber.
Wow.
And then
no, this is Ron's villain origin story. This is why he left the city like, fuck New York, I want to blow it up. It's shitty, it's dirty, it's disgusting. This is the origin.
And before he came Lex Luthor.
Ron froze in the middle of the tirade. Look, guys, all deaths main that's where our main demo is. New York. I personally love New York. I've only had good times out there, except when it was summer. Big shout out to New York. I've been to Chicago, but big shout out to Chicago. This is all-star Blasphemy right here.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to call it. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my guests who we already mid-show said we're doing this again.
I'm willing to change. I will say that, New Yorkers.
Ron.
Show me a good time.
In Chicago. Have fun in New York. If you do tour shit, it's not gonna be fun.
But just like I said, Chicago. 2 days, 2-3 days. New York is excellent for 2-3 days. I stand behind that for 2-3 days. But you people living there and making it seem like it's this great place to wake up every day. Shut up. Like it's no, it's not.
This has been my favorite episode by a long shot. I want to thank my guests, BT Kingsley, Ryan Davis, and Ron T for stopping by. We're going to keep this group. We definitely have a repeat of this. Another thank you to the tech guy, Khadeem, for all the blasphemies. Guys, just think of some other blasphemies that you may have. Write them down in your notes, and then we'll collect them for another episode.
We got a few more left here. I'm just letting you know we got a few more left as well. So
okay, cool.
They came with some heat that we have not touched.
Good. So yeah, we'll just add to that and make sure that the nenext episode is fire. Shout out to New York
and Chicago.
Shout out to Chicago. Chicago.
And as always, I've been your host, Patrick Cloud. We'll see you next time.
Peace.